Yo, welcome back to Trippy Commentaries and our Madden 15 Ultimate Team playthrough. We are playing through the Denver Broncos 2014 season. We already defeated Andrew Luck in the first game, so now it's on to game 2 against the Broncos' bitter rivals, the Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go ahead and jump into it. I'm RJ. Today, K-Mac will be taking control of the game.
Field general.
Mike took out game 1. FPS Kyle, hopefully you can take out game 2 with ease. As we all know, it gets harder and harder as you go through the season, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But in fairness, it is your first official game with the Trippy team here. So hopefully you can get him down. You haven't had any practice.
I'm just going to be trying to stop Jamaal Charles, and that's the guy I'm kind of a little worried about. But so we're gonna
a lot of these players that we have on the team are, guys you've used before. So you're pretty familiar. I don't think you'll have an issue at all. We are still playing in the Cowboys Stadium, so we might switch it up here shortly. We have some other stadiums we can use, but why not go to the most grandiose of all stadiums?
Yeah,
Jerry
exactly.
World, the Dallas Cowboys home. And it's going to be a tough one, Kyle. Kansas City, I think they're going to have some
Pretty
good
good
defensive players. Yeah, in this game. In the real life,
because they're not
league,
injured.
They haven't been playing too great.
Oh yeah, they're
But-
healthy in this game.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Healthy Eric Berry roaming around center field. That's not going to be fun.
guys, also I do want to point out off screen, I did get a new strong safety for us. That was a position of weakness, and I found a Rashad Jones, who's an 84. He's a pretty highly ranked player, one of our better players now. I found him for, I think it was like $2,600, so definitely a fair price for him. I was trying to get some other players, and
I guess
they
we're
kinda fell.
I guess we're receiving.
Yeah, for some reason the coin toss is eliminated out of this. I don't know why that is, but yeah, that's the case.
Because I have still
It's
I
just
have
random.
I have 360 and I have Madden for 360, and yeah, that's coin tosses work right now. One thing that I know.
Stutter. Well, it is in the regular season games, but for some reason, Ultimate Team, I don't know why, but it just skips it.
Yeah, it's
Who
not
knows?
that way in 360.
And to be honest with you, it really doesn't bother me at all. It's just random anyways, so
Yeah, it's pretty random.
that's odd. So, yeah.
Sometimes you might want to, I like to kick off right off the bat. I like to have the defense have the ball first. So I feel it's always such a huge advantage to have the ball coming out of the half, and really
I
second
agree.
half is what matters most.
And with Ultimate Team, you really have to do a lot of time management. That way you get the most drives if possible, and most importantly, the drive at the end of the game. All right, so this is your first shot with D'Angelo Williams. K-Mac, we have D'Angelo Williams as our running back.
Yep.
I think he's great. He's been breaking a lot of tackles, so that's great. Definitely a lot more useful than some of the running backs we've used in the past. Toby Gearhart. And then we switched him up with Danny Woodhead. Both those guys really weren't doing too good. D'Angelo Williams has been on fire. Johnny Manziel's been on point, I gotta say.
Oh,
man, nice defensive play
he
there.
threw that one a little behind him there.
All right, you
Kinda
got a
worried
third
about
down
that.
here now. What are you thinking?
I think it's something like quick slants. I mean, we had that open there. Unfortunately, Manziel threw it a little bit behind him. Yeah, get out of this formation I'm in. I'm going to give ourselves, I think you had Stevie Johnson, and you also have Antonio Brown in the slot here, so I definitely want to take advantage of that here early. I'm going to go with this levels here. I'm going to actually flip it around here.
Just so you know, FPS Kyle, Manziel is very quick, and I've been running for a lot of first downs with him. So if nobody's open, you do have that.
Open.
There you go.
That's T.Y. Hilton, who just had a huge game on Thursday Night Football. So hopefully we can get some similar
production from him.
Exactly, some similar stats here.
Yeah, he's our number one guy. We actually shifted around some things. Our Antonio Brown, who's now at our third receiver, it's actually a position I use quite a bit. I like that third receiver because you can get some advantages. Nice job. You got plenty of room here. I've not fumbled the ball once, knock on wood, with Manziel
you just
once.
You just fucked us.
No, I'm telling you, if you say knock on wood, it works.
Okay, all right.
But anyways.
You don't actually have to knock on the wood. You just got to say it.
Yeah, we don't have any wood around here in Trippy Com's HQ. Anyways, but I got to say, Manziel's been very good. has not fumbled for me, which is surprising because Kyle, you've been playing all the past Maddens. Quarterbacks, no matter how good they are nice play
wide
there.
open.
They tend to fumble. You know, if you overrun them, they tend to fumble, whether it's Mike Vick, Kaepernick. It's just something that's happened. I've not run into that yet with Johnny Manziel.
Yeah, thank
so
God. That's something good because you always get fucked over. And I feel that's my only complaint I've ever had about Madden is I always have played on all pro, but it's like I always want to play on all Madden. The only difference is it doesn't get any better. The bullshit plays are what always happens, and that always pisses me off.
Yeah, I mean, we really share the same brain when it comes to that, Kyle. I've been saying that since middle school. You know, where all pro, a little too easy, all Madden kind of fucks you over. You know, you're doing fine, but you fumble, stupid stuff. Now, that's where Madden Ultimate Team has really done a great job. I feel like, you start off, you have to play pro. Then you get further into the season, it goes to all pro, and you do have to play your all Madden games, which can be annoying, but they're sparing, and, you have to deal with them. And so far, at least, they haven't been as cheap here in Madden 15. Kyle, 2nd and 14 on the red zone here. Handing off to D'Angelo Williams. Unfortunately, you weren't able to pick up a first down, so it brings up a really big 3rd down here. We all know the Kansas City Chiefs do have a pretty good front 7. Tamba Ali, Justin Houston, very impressive player. This is going to be a battle in the trenches for those 2 yards. We'll see
Who is your
second?
Who is our second tight end that we have right now?
I believe, unless it got upgraded and I didn't notice, it's some guy named Brinkley.
Hey, so nobody we can really count on here?
I
so
haven't been going with too many 2 tight end sets.
I'm going to get out of that.
I actually almost found a Martellus Bennett, Marty B himself, for like 500 coins. It went down to 2 seconds. Somebody barely didn't snatch it, but stopped me from getting it in the auction, and from there it just inflated. But
yeah,
it was close to getting a bargain. Where we don't want to, we're not in a hurry to improve Vernon Davis.
All right, I'm gonna try to get our boy Antonio Brown here. Maybe he can kick somebody in the face on his way to the end zone. There it is.
Okay, at least you get the first down. That's butter.
You can't stop that. They go to zone. I'm going to hit him in between. I'm going to hit him in the open window there. And then if they're playing man, you can't stop Antonio Brown dragging across the field. So I always feel like those routes are pretty good. Now I'm going to just go something here on first down. Just a
little run action possibly.
No, just a little, just attempting something.
A little something.
A little something here.
All right, let's see what happens. Manziel back to pass.
There he is.
Wide open.
A little fade route to our boy Antonio Brown.
Too easy. Yep. And that's a hell of a first drive because you wasted most of the time here.
Yep.
This is only the 2nd game of the season, so it shouldn't be too tough. I expect you to be able to hold down their offense as they come out with a little bit less than 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
Part of my game plan here is to definitely control the clock, keep the ball in our hands as long as possible. I am a little worried about Jamaal Charles. Obviously, he's a ridiculous running back, and in Madden, they're always going to boost him up and make him seem a little better than he really is in real life, but so that's the only thing I'm a little worried about here. But your defense looks pretty solid right now. Noticed quite a bit of 80s in there. So
and it's really noticeable where we were playing some games. We've been playing a lot of games off screen to where we can get some coins and improve our team for you guys. And it's really noticeable now that we have these better players. J.J. Watt, I'm sure you remember using him a lot. He is now benched. We have Chris Long, who's taken over, and on the other side, Corey Redding has been an outright beast. Mike has been a defensive specialist. He's shut out back-to-back teams here in the playthrough.
Nice.
And Corey Redding, we did another one off screen, and he had a 5-sack game with Corey Redding.
Oh.
Almost got through.
Yeah, almost got him.
Still nothing. Too shabby.
I see that you're still running the 3-4 defense. I was kind of surprised because I know you're more of a fan of a 4-3. Right?
I actually really have been liking the nickel defense so far in this game. It took me a while to get it down. All the teams were just completely driving it on me every time. Couldn't really figure it out, but now I feel like the nickel has been coming through for me. Of course, I switch to dime and quarter when it becomes more apparent that they're going to pass, or if it's a long yardage situation. normally smart to go into a quarter.
Yep.
One thing I have noticed, I haven't needed to blitz as much in this game.
No.
Mike was doing it to pretty good perfection as he got, like I said, over 5 sacks with just a couple guys. But I haven't been blitzing much and still getting pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah. No, that's good. Yeah, the front four definitely does good. I mean, I do like...
There he goes.
I do like how they have in this game, you know, really the quarter, like I felt like in the old Maddens, and this might be just a next gen type thing that they were able to do now. I feel like the quarterbacks, if you cover the offense well enough, the receivers, they do hold on to the ball a little longer. So if you really shut, I always notice there's a couple key routes that the computer naturally tries to go to. So if you can shut those down,
yeah,
quarterback's going to hold on. He's not just going to throw it, and it's kind of a little more realistic. I mean. I've always, when I'm on defense, I like to play as the safety there. I always like to be able to have that guy that's fast, that can tackle. I usually run a lot of zone offense to where I'm covering like a zone over the middle or something in the flats. So where if they are running the ball, I can usually come running up full speed and make a tackle and try to make a play. But because I know Mike's kind of, and you're kind of the same way too. You like to kind of use a defensive lineman, right, and try to get that pressure.
Yep. Tap the X button and this button to break in.
Exactly.
I do want to point out, Kyle, that third down sack you got there, the key third down sack, that was a cornerback, I believe, you blitzed in there. So interesting. You got Patterson in there. Interesting choice.
I did the. I went on the short side of the field. I had the. I took the cornerback on the short side of the field.
Was it the nickelback, do you remember, or was it a cornerback?
It was, actually, I think it was the nickelback that
was
on the outside, on that side.
Nick came in, got him pretty quickly, so it was a good call.
Yep, you're right.
Here we go. Kyle back on offense. 1 minute, 51 seconds. Plenty of time. One thing we forgot to do.
We still got 3 timeouts, so we're good.
Yeah, one thing we forgot to do, actually, is change up the play clock to make it go faster, and we really mostly do this in games where we're not recording, is we take the play clock and we put it down to automatically go down to 15 seconds. So it makes the game go by a lot quicker, but in this case, we want to make it a legit game. So this should give you plenty of time. Injury timeout. Who could this be?
That's T.Y. Hilton.
You think he's injured? Doesn't look good.
Who's your backup? I was counting on.
We're straight. One guy we're not even using right now, who can shift into the nickel spot to take over for Antonio Brown. Oh, he's on the bike. He's good.
Yeah,
is Malcolm Floyd, who has that short pass.
Yeah, the gold Malcolm Floyd. Yep, I remember that.
Short pass bonus. So right now you have Stevie Johnson moving in at number 1, another impressive wide receiver, also with a short passing boost. So don't be afraid to go to Stevie Johnson. Honestly, he's probably better with that boost than T.Y. Hilton, but I'm a fan of T.Y., so that's why we put him in that spot. Antonio Brown, quick slant. And you're driving no problem here, Kyle. Seems like you got all of our players under control. You know what's going on.
Yeah.
You know how to best utilize him.
He's not that. We're going to keep T.Y. Hilton in here.
Keep him in there.
I'm not taking him out. I need him. Gonna need him for, in the game. For the rest of the game. Yeah, like you got a lot of speed at receivers right now. That's very good. We might want to try to get another tight end so we can have double tight ends that are at least somewhat decent.
Well, there's one thing we'll do here after this episode. I think what we're going to do, in fact, we'll do it off screen, but I want to take a look at the tight ends. Maybe we can find a bargain. If we can find an 80 tight end, nice catch, 80 tight end for 2,000, that'll be a great person to match up here with Vernon Davis. That way, if we want to use 2 tight end sets, it'll pretty much make us unstoppable.
Yeah, I agree.
Until we run into all Madden teams, and then things start to get cheap. All right, so you're running out of time quickly here, Kyle. All you really need is the field goal, so don't force anything.
Oh, we got timeouts.
Okay, so that's going to give you the first down, and you do have plenty of time. I know it's a little bit scary.
You just got to stay relaxed, man.
What are you thinking here? You going to go with a wide receiver pass?
I'm trying to score. I don't really care about the clock as of right now. I'm trying to score here. I'm not really worried about anything else. I'm just trying to draw a player I think I can get opened. And fortunately for I think it's going to be our buddy Antonio Brown here.
Not quite far enough. You're going to have to use your first timeout.
It's all right.
This has got to be a quick pass. If you don't score, field goal's fine. Put you up by those 2 possessions, especially with Kansas City getting the ball first in the second half.
Yep.
It's pretty key that you at least get that buffer.
Oh, I agree.
Looks like you have Antonio Brown. I think I see where you're going here. And
nope. Oh, you didn't keep what?
Wow, that almost was disastrous.
Vernon Davis goes to the back end zone and takes a left. I think he's going to run on the back. See, wide open in the back of the end zone, and he stops.
Risky. I think you have time for one more play. It's risky, but as long as you make it quick like that, maybe even quick slants, something like that, just you cannot turn it over and you cannot get sacked.
Yeah, that's man I'm worried about is not getting sacked here. I got a play here now. It's a play that they've kind of emphasized this play in this game now. What it is the stick play with Davis. Davis is actually going to read where the linebackers line up, and he's just going to stop and turn around.
Okay, let's see.
And there it is.
It's wide open.
And there it is.
Easy.
It's a thing that I don't know if you've done any of the actual skills, where you practice your skills in this, but they have a lot of drills, and that's kind of one thing they emphasize is that stick route, because he's going to read, he's going to find the hole. That's something that's never really been introduced in Madden before.
Interesting.
They've had the option routes before, but actually stopping and settling down on a hole, that adds a whole nother element. I mean, that's a big thing in the NFL. These quarterbacks, the receivers. The good receivers always seem to get open because if there's zone coverage, they find the hole, they settle in it, they give a chance for the quarterback to get a ball to them. So,
yeah, well done. I've not done that, and that looked like a pretty useful play there. I like that a lot.
It's a great play because you have your slot receiver doing like a quick 5-and-out. So if there's no cornerback, you got him right off the bat. And then you got your tight end doing that stick route, and he's going to read where the linebackers are and settle in between them, which is that's definitely that's something new to me in Madden.
And of course we are heading into halftime here, up 14-0. Hopefully we can shut them down and end the game off in style. Definitely want to take this time to thank you guys for tuning into the playthrough. We plan on getting a lot of really rare cards. We want to open up a lot of packs. I know we're not opening up a pack in this episode, but that should be rare. Most of the episodes we put out for you guys should open up with a pack opening, and hopefully we can get some really epic pulls. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it, so make sure to stay tuned here at Trippy Commentaries as we battle through Ultimate Team, and we'll see how high we can get our team's ranking. Right now, of course, we're low. We're starting to get to the point where we can beat pretty much any of the teams as long as we play our best. But I think we're definitely going to get a lot better quickly.
Yeah.
And it looks like Kyle's got control of this game. Make sure to stay tuned as we battle our way through the Broncos season, of course.
Let's get ready now. The first half.
All right, let's look at some highlights, Kyle.
Yeah,
nice pass by Manziel
Vernon
there.
Davis running.
Oh no, that
actually,
was,
the Darius Green. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot you upgraded to Darius. Nice. Antonio Brown, our player of the half so far, man. He's been getting open. That fade route was very nice. It was exactly how I was hoping it would turn out. And look at Manziel, man. 10 of 12, 100 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Not
very
too
efficient.
shabby.
Very efficient.
All right, Jamaal Charles looks like he wants to get
He has
one
not
more
actually
go
had
at
a
it.
carry in this game yet, which is very weird. I've pretty much had the ball most of the
The guy you were worried about has been a complete non-factor.
Exactly.
So
That's
far.
what you need. That's what you got to do.
Chiefs do have one chance to bring it back. This is a must-score drive for them.
Yeah.
I think at this point, Kyle, your goal is to get the shutout. You know, you got this game well in hand.
I want to get the shutout.
A shutout would be very respectable. Still going with the 3-4 defense, I see.
I'm a fan of it. I've been using it lately. I like this solid formation that it does. It's kind of different, interesting, but I feel it really fucks with the computer with their offense.
I've noticed,
and everyone is straight up locked down. And there we go.
Jeez, and
we're gonna take this back.
That's a big interception. Now, in the playthrough so far, Jason Verrett's been dropping balls. In fact, we've given him the nickname of Brick Hands McGee, and he might have just shaken the nickname. we'll see. For now, you got the key pick.
I feel if you take control of them at the right time and you time it right, this game is pretty good with having the actual guy catch the ball. Now, obviously, you still have the Madden factor, the ultimate screw where you hit your guy, he's right in the middle of the chest, and
no
the
reason
hands
why
and he drops
we drop
it. But, I'm gonna see if I'm hoping that safety plays up and go to cover 3 here.
You looking to run the ball out, or it looks like you're going for the throat?
Oh, we're going, yep, but I missed it.
Oh boy,
Sorry, I'm
there's
not
a
gonna
sack.
force it. We're good.
And Duto,
They were cover 2. I was hoping that.
or no, DeVito, I'm sorry. Okay, well, that's okay. You still have 10 more yards to go. You got plenty of plays you haven't even used yet. And I feel like Williams is just going to get better as the game goes on. So you probably have him in your back pocket as well. Got Doyle on the movement. Nice run, nice kickback. What do you think about D'Angelo so far? You liking him?
Pretty good, man. He's got the good little quick step, which I like. I like running a lot of these power offensive runs where you got that guard pulling, and where it's at is in the cutback, which they've really done a great job in this game of making that realistic, because that's kind of what you want to look for. You want to look for that cutback, because everyone's going to over pursue the play. You hit that cutback, and your guy's going to spring it for a big play. So that's pretty much how it is in real life. I mean, that's what they're looking for.
The running game's been pretty realistic in this game so far.
All right, Klutz, I'm going to go to you. We got to see how.
Oh, you're going to the fullback.
Yep. This is a good route. Oh, why didn't he catch it? Oh,
yeah,
wow.
that was in
he
traffic.
dropped it. Nah, he had this.
There's some traffic there. All right, you going to go for the field goal?
Yeah, we'll go for the 39 yard.
Put it to a 3-possession game. And kind of put a lockdown on the game here, even though it's only in the third quarter. Our kicker, Billy Cundiff, good enough. It's through. It's good. It's all good. Still got some time to burn here as well, K-Mac.
Now, our tight end dropped a pass there. Now, you being a Gator fan, just witnessed tight end dropping a big pass for you guys and screwing you over. It always sucks in these games when you're playing and you got the guy wide open and it hits him right in the hands, perfect throw, and just the Madden factor. They just drop it and you're like, oh no. I mean, it's gotten so bad. Some of the games before I've actually had to go in the eye, which I usually don't like to go in the eye and fuck with that, but I've had to go in there and actually turn the actual pass catching up because it just gets pathetic. It's like, come on, man. Like, I understand if it's a bad throw, but it hits you perfect, and every time you drop it.
Yeah, that's been a signature of Madden.
Yeah.
Once again, hasn't happened as much so far in this game that I've noticed.
I've been impressed with this game,
Not
man.
sure if it's the next-gen factor or if it's just a better engine altogether.
Yeah.
But so far, this one's been pretty good.
And that's the thing is because every time that a new console comes out, every Madden game, I always felt the first one always sucked. It had all kinds of, there was Charles' first carry for that.
There's Redding.
Negative 4 yards there for Charles. It sucks for his fantasy owners.
Redding's a beast.
But, yeah, and I always felt like, when 360 came out, the first Madden came out, it had all kinds of bugs. It sucked ass. It was like, I didn't really like it, and they really fixed a lot on it. But this one here, man, this is solid. And if this is going to be the worst one that comes out, because it always improves.
Down goes Alex Smith.
Oof, defensive
And
line.
Corey
is
Redding
beasting.
is starting to get his groove on.
Yep. I mean, if the Maddens are going to get better and better from this, if this is the worst that we're probably going to get for this console, it's going to be. We got a lot to look forward to because, I mean, I felt the gameplay in this is pretty solid. It's pretty realistic. I mean, it's very hard to kind of pull off those crazy big plays that Madden was always known for.
Yeah, and we do have some gripes with this game. There's certainly plenty of room for improvement, but this is possibly the best Madden so far, which is saying a lot. Well, little give-up handoff there, and
Pretty
you're
sure
going to get the ball back.
Kansas City is still in the negative on total offense today.
Well, guys, I think we got this game well in hand.
Yep.
Most of these games probably are going to come towards the end. I know some of these are easier, so we're going to have to kick some ass time and time again at some points here.
Oh, yeah, especially when we get into playing other people online.
But we'll go ahead and drive out some clock here, perhaps score some more points just for the fuck of it. And we'll meet you guys as we close out the fourth quarter, get another victory here with the Trippy Comms Ultimate
First
Team.
down at the 47. They'll go ground. Able to make the tackle about 2.
All right, Kyle, we're down to a minute and just less than minute 10 here.
Kansas City's not even calling timeouts. They pretty much, I think, giving up at this point.
But it is 3rd and goal here. Let's see if you're going to put it in the end zone or just simply run the clock out. Something tells me you're looking to run the score up.
Of course.
But let's see if you can do it. And you
It
can.
wouldn't be Madden if it didn't run the score up.
It's too bad you're not rewarded with anything extra for running the score up. It doesn't matter if you win by 1 point or 40 points. You're still going to get the same amount of coins and all that.
Now, see, I was a huge fan of the college football games. I'm really mad that they don't have those out anymore. But something they used to always do, they always, like, their close games, they had a ranking scale. And, like, your really close games would get a certain amount of points for your how close the game was. And I always enjoyed that. It was, you know, it was like you play a really good game and you're like, oh man, that was like my 3rd best game I've played on this, like closest game. You know, your last minute victories that you came up with, and you can actually go in and view those and see like the highlight plays from those big games. That was really cool, man. They need to definitely, EA Sports needs to work something out with NCAA and get that back. Fuck, we'll just use numbers or whatever. I mean, actually, they were using numbers. So it
Yeah,
doesn't matter,
they didn't
so.
even have the player names. It was just a likeness.
It's
that
so
they-
ridiculous. The whole state of NCAA right now is just, it's crazy.
It really is stupid. We'll see. I know they added the playoff this year, so that might actually go a long ways to improving some things. I guess we'll find out. We still have some time to burn, guys. Not too much, as we'll see what the Chiefs try to do. I'm sure they're going to pull some stuff out of their ass, possibly throw a pick, maybe even a pick 6. But we'll burn some more clock and meet you guys for the celebration. Alex Smith. Oh, fights off 1 sack, but we all know who got him. Corey Redding, the beast of the Trippy Comms.
And you just got this guy?
Bucks team. Yeah, we haven't had him for too long. I think we
Nice.
got him for dirt cheap, actually. I know we announced it in the episode how much we pulled him for. Yeah, definitely is starting to work, getting all these gold
screen
players.
pass.
Another sack. Are you kidding me? Have
Absolute
mercy on
domination.
Alex Smith. What do you have against Alex Smith, FPS Kyle? Was there something he did to you in a past life?
Wasn't he drafted ahead of Aaron Rodgers, or was it the other way around?
It was the other way around.
Okay.
No,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
Alex Smith,
Alex
yeah.
Smith was drafted before
Maybe
Aaron
that's what it
Rodgers.
is.
Yes. Aaron Rodgers fell, and a lot of teams kind of failed on that one. But Alex Smith, you know, let's not discredit him. I feel like he's kind of an underrated quarterback. In fact, if you look at some of his seasons for the 49ers, he was pretty good.
I actually like Alex Smith. I mean, hey, it's he's a moment
Hey,
battle.
man.
You know?
When you face the Trippy Comms
You gotta be
team,
ruthless, man.
You're going to get punched in the mouth.
I love Jamaal Charles, but I'm sorry, he only had 1 carry today for negative 4 yards.
Yeah, he
It's
sucks.
that defense, man.
Antonio Brown, nice touchdown play. You got to like how they save all these replays. We can see them all. Nice touchdown to Vernon Davis right there. And D'Angelo Williams running up the middle just to
The 3rd nail in the
do
coffin.
the old Steve Spurrier-esque running the score up. And hey, that's how we do. Thank you guys for
dirty
joining
game.
us for another episode of our playthrough here of Madden 15. If you guys want to challenge us, we are open to any and all challenges. If you're on the Xbox One version of Madden 15, so let us know, and let us know as well if you think we should get any cards. We've gotten a couple tips on how we can get some easy coinage and sell off cards and all that. We love to hear some good tips for us to use. In fact, we could even show it off on a video and give you guys props. So let us know. Definitely going to have a lot of fun with this playthrough. I know it's a little bit slow as far as starting up. Our team is starting to get gradually better, but we promise you it will make it to baller status. You can definitely count on that. I'm RJ for FPS Kyle, guys. Make sure to stay tuned, and way more importantly,
Stay trippy.